All right now. I'm gonna go to Brittany. Brittany, one of my other, I would say we both students because I listen to her and I learn a little bit here and there. All y'all, I learn from y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, let me do this.
What? Do it.
And
Yeah, that's it. That's all it is. But yeah, this Brittany, the intuitive cosmic wifey. You know what I'm saying? Come on, Brittany. The title is "You Got People Speechless. You Stand on Business." Thank you, sweetheart. 10 toes down. Luckiest. But I am lucky. Blessed, but lucky too. You know what I'm saying?
Why don't I do early access, ad-free for members only, and then we will release it to YouTube. So all my besties on all my platforms, let's get started. I want to pull out dice first because I want to know where all these blessings are coming from, all these miracles. So let's see, first and foremost, what other houses that you're going to be receiving blessings in. I'm going to roll it twice. Your 11th house, you guys are going to get some new besties, new soul tribe. You're going to be affiliated with different people. I like that for you. 7th house, partnerships, business, love. You guys are getting blessings finally in who you're affiliated with, period. Your social circle is going to be different. Everything is changing. Everything is under construction, and you're finally seeing like the finished product. Wow.
And for those of you that are single, you guys are going to be dating more, or you're going to be meeting somebody very important.
What I wrote down is you know how to stand on business. You show others how to do the same. 10 toes down, you got luck coming from every direction, and you needed this after all that you've been through. So comment down below, I stand on business. Everything always works out for me. Luck is everywhere I go. Like miracles are coming in. You guys, you know how you have like a lucky day? You're gonna feel like you're having a lucky couple of months from everything that you've been going through, everything that you've been enduring. You're like, finally, things are working out for me. You just feel like a walking lucky charm. So comment down below, I am a walking lucky charm, duh. It's almost like even when things are going wrong, you're gonna be able to fix it fast. You're going to be coming up with quicker resolutions. I'm surprised that I could remember all of this because it was a lot, and I was like, I'm just gonna hit record. So what I'm getting for you guys is you are learning how to manage your money. There's all of these new doors that you're opening, and because you're opening these new doors and you're not as scared and you're doing this with a lot of courage, like you're facing your fear with confidence, everything's working out for you. You are venturing and going to places you don't normally go. You're like, ooh, that's kind of far away. I don't know if I should go there. You're just going to go there. You just know more than ever, like, hey, it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. I come up with resolutions quickly. You run figure eights around everyone. There are a lot of people that cannot do all of the things that you do in a day. Little beast, bestie, cosmic companion. So you guys are coming out of solitude, and you are gaining stability. You've been in hermit mode, looking for the answers.
Going through dark night of the soul, you guys could have been feeling depressed, and now you're feeling the shift. You're feeling like third eye is open, quantum leap is here, and the things that you used to have to go through, they are no longer your narrative.
You don't even want to bring them up. You don't even want to trauma dump or talk about your past like you used to because you are not looking behind. You understand that certain things are a part of your narrative, but you don't feel like explaining it as much because you're not trying to put your body through that trauma. You guys have stability coming in. You will be stable. Comment down below, I will be stable. I stand on business. I am very prosperous every day of the week. You have made stability, whoever I'm speaking to, whoever this message is for, you've made stability your top priority. Let me give you guys an example. I just shared a short recently with my Christmas tree in there. And this Christmas tree isn't like the fanciest Christmas tree. I've done a lot of work to it over the years. But after the last time that I was homeless, we literally had $60 and we spent $40 on this tree. I didn't want to buy it. My person was like, we're getting a tree. I'm like, why? We have like no money right now. We're lucky that we have a roof over our head, you know, after having to figure things out. And I look at the tree now and I'm so proud. Like, you know, year one of having this tree, it had like some lights on it. I was like, that's good enough. The tree came with lights. Okay, cool. The second year into like building the stability, I added a couple decorations, like some Christmas balls. And I was like, that'll be good enough. Standing on business to just care about the stability and recovering and healing. Now that I'm a couple years in or a few years in, I was like, okay, I'm doing it. I'm going to get real decorations for this tree. This tree is look janky enough, okay? And I'm going to make a tree where I am really proud of it. And so I did that. If you guys are in the States, then you probably know about Ross, and I love Ross. And so I went and got decorations, and they were so inexpensive, and I was just so excited. Like, that's a tree. So that I shared that with you guys, but I know a lot of you guys don't know the backstory. Like, we had nothing when we bought that tree. So to look at it now, it makes me so emotional that it looks like, you know, like we never went through all of that struggle. I mean, I can kind of tell because the lights are like doing something weird, but we can get some new ones. It'll be okay. And I just feel like we won't get rid of that tree for a while, even though it's artificial, because it reminds us of how far we've come in our stability. You guys are doing this, and I love how there is a tree here. Everything you're doing is growing roots. You are finally seeing like real fruit of the labor of everything that you've been through. You are feeling smarter than yesterday. You are feeling better than last week. You feel like, damn, I'm getting pretty freaking stinking smarter. Like, you're proud of yourself. I just see you guys glowing and thanking God. Like, thank you, God. I'm so excited that everything's working out for me. You are counting your blessings. There are a lot of toxic situations that you guys have swam away from over and over and over again. And I feel like a lot of these blessings are coming in for you. Not only because you've been standing on business, not only because you've been persevering, but because you have been embracing the power of forgiveness. Comment down below, I am embracing the power of forgiveness. You guys are getting into this mindset where you are disciplining yourself and you are training yourself to see when I say something negative, when I speak negatively or judge another person, when I speak unkindly about someone else, I am going to immediately rectify that behavior, correct it, repent, ask God for forgiveness, whatever it is that you guys do when you are apologetic. You are catching yourself quicker about not speaking negatively about other people, especially those that have done you dirty, betrayed you, and just because your third eye is open now and you're seeing people differently. And as you are seeing people differently, you are getting a whole new crew. New friends, who dis, new you, who dis. You guys are getting new friends. You guys are getting new collaborations, new alliances, and that could be a little bit scary, but I'm getting that this is the upgrade that you guys truly deserve because you have been forgiving. You have been walking away from people that do not deserve you. So I feel like this week and next week, okay, God's correcting me, this week and next week, you guys are going to be cutting up, tying up loose ends. I was gonna say cutting up loose ends. You're just chopping the ends. You're cutting the rope. All the ends and the middle and the beginning, you're just chopping it. So drop your scissors down below because I'm funny and I totally twisted what I was saying. But either way, you guys know that your cutoff game is strong, but it might be a little bit emotional for you to tie up the loose ends that you were tying up this week with people that have not stood on business with you, that have not respected your time. You're not taking some of these people into your new timeline, unfortunately. And that's, you're seeing, you know what you deserve now. And because of that, you've got blessings coming in your 11th house and your 7th house. Like, your business is changing. You have learned from your mistakes. Not only have you learned from your mistakes, but justice is coming in. A lot of the people that betrayed you, they're going through it right now. And if they are around you, they are trying to do anything and everything besides, just taking some notes from you. They are trying to live in their mistake. Like it's not a mistake, like it's not happening. The gaslighting is unreal. Like unreal. You guys are learning to delegate as well. I feel like you guys have blessings coming in because you're learning how to stay calm. You're learning how to take your time. You're not rushing everywhere because you just know with every fiber of your being, like, I got this. I'm not doing this anymore. This person can do this. I need you to do that. You can't. I'll find somebody else that will do it. You guys are also going to be spending a lot of time at home. Okay, I'm getting that you guys are going to be revamping your home. For those of you that are in relationships, your love life is going to be blossoming. For those of you that feel like you're with your soulmate, your love life is going to be blossoming. It's going to be a happy chapter for you. Some of you guys might be thinking about getting married or renewing your vows or doing something to celebrate your relationship.
All right now. All right. She was talking about marriage. I had to go on scoot over. Let me hear what Rachel got to say.
Shop Cyber Monday today only. Earn $15 Kohl's Cash for every $50 spent. Take 20% off some finds and rewards members.
What's up, guys? I am Rachel Photon. Welcome back. I'm so happy to be here with you all today. In this reading, you all, we're going to see what the universe wants you to know, get some possible outcomes and some wisdom to help you make the best out of your situation. All right. Remember, you all, not everything may resonate with you. And without further ado, y'all, let's do it. Let's see. What does the universe want you to know? Shuffle these up right quick for y'all. What does the universe want you to know? It looks like you could be trying to walk away from someone or something, but they don't want you to go. Okay? They could be realizing your true worth or your true value. I'm sensing that song, by JoJo, Too Little Too Late, the singer JoJo. So it looks like you have definitely transformed somehow, okay, or you could be transforming some sort of energies that people could be trying to send your way, okay. You have like very strong gifts and abilities to manipulate energy through the use of your willpower. Some of you all could be really thinking a lot about everything you were told about something or someone. You could be questioning these things that you were taught or that you believe. Some of you all, it could be things about your childhood, things about the universe, existence, the earth, things that the government is telling you. You could be questioning things that your boss are telling you, things that other people are saying, stuff that you believed were true. You could be really wondering if that was true, something that somebody could have said to you, okay, for some of y'all, or things that you had thought to be true in the past, okay? I do see very uplifting energies in this situation. You may have a divine gift to transmute negative energies into positive energies, or to uplift low vibrations and make them high vibrational. Some of you all may be so high vibrational that you're able to access the divine blueprint. You're able to see reality unfold before others can, or you're able to see into the future. Some of you all, the divine could have revealed its blueprint to you at some point. It could have given you the keys to the universe. It could have given you the ability to interact with energy in ways that are not typical or not usual, okay? Some of you all may be regretting dealing with somebody, or regretting a situation of some sort. You may have some sort of resentment towards somebody because of something that they could have done, or you realize some truth about them. Or you could have realized that they had lied to you about something, or they were lying to you, okay? Or that they weren't really for you the ways that you thought. And you could be trying to not allow yourself to get too caught up in this resentment that you may have, because you don't want to waste your energy, you don't want to waste your time. There's somebody that you could be hoping that they are trustworthy, or that you can trust them. You may feel like you can only trust yourself. Somebody you could have dealt with may have violated your trust in them. Like I said, some of y'all were dealing with somebody who was wasting your time or your energy. For some of y'all, on purpose, they were doing that. You're trying to make sure you're not dealing with individuals who are wasting your time or your energy. Some of you all are being real particular about how you are utilizing your energy, or where you are putting your energies, or who you are using your divine gifts and abilities for. You're being told, stop second guessing the divine blueprint. Someone who was second guessing who you really are, or what you really are about, they're no longer second guessing you. They trust you now. They see that you're the truth. They see that you're the one, or that you really were chosen, or you really have some sort of divine gifts or abilities. They realize that you're not wasting their time or their energy.
Photography has been a lifelong passion for me. Now I'm living with prostate cancer.
I'm sensing that you all have a powerful gift of astral projection. It's almost like you could have used your gifts and abilities to help someone, or to do something for someone, and you may be regretting it, or you kind of feel resentful about it because maybe the person didn't value or appreciate what you did for them, or you could have missed opportunities for that person, or you could felt like you wasted your time or your energy with that individual or in that situation. And so for some of y'all, you're trying to make sure that this doesn't happen again, or that you don't set yourself up in a situation like this again, or that you don't deal with people who are going to just waste your time or your energy, or who aren't going to value what it is that you do for them or what it is that you have to offer. You're being told you're justified for doing that or for feeling that way. If you feel like somebody wasted your time or your energy, they did. If you feel like, some of y'all may feel like you weren't supposed to use your divine gifts for that person, that it wasn't a part of the divine blueprint or divine order, but you did it anyways because you cared about that person. But the universe is respecting your decision, though. But it's almost like the universe allowed this to occur because there was a deeper lesson that you would have been able to learn throughout this process that would have allowed you to become more powerful, more prosperous, more high vibrational. It'll help you really understand deeply who is worth your time and who is not. What is worth your time and your energy and what is not. Where you need to focus your time and your efforts and your love and your happiness and your efforts, right? And where you don't need to. You're being told that you need to stop second guessing your intuition. All right? Something has been occurring recently that is letting you know that you need to stop second guessing your intuition. Your intuition is so good, it may have been so good that it seemed like it wasn't real. You know what I'm saying? Like almost like you're hallucinating things, but you're not. Okay? I see you being very flexible, going with the flow, not afraid to allow the divine to lead you. The divine is trying to lead you out of a place of resentment. It's almost like you need to move on from somebody or something because that don't let that resentment get, make you like lose sight of the great things that you have in your life, or the great things that are manifesting in your life, the good things, I do see here somebody could have had some sort of voodoo worked on them. They could have been involved with voodoo a long time ago, and that could be one of the reasons why they are the way they are, or why they act the way that they act. That could be... Somebody could have thought that something that you were doing was voodoo, but it was the divine. This is like divine gifts and abilities that you have. This is not something that like magic practice. You know what I'm saying? Like this is something that's just innate within you. That you have these abilities and these gifts. And so they could have not listened to you, or they could have wasted what you did, or not used it properly or something, because they didn't understand the value in what it is that you are doing or what it is that you did for them. They could have not listened to you. You could have been trying to tell them about something. They thought they knew more than you. Wow.
A performance that truly matters for each and every one of us.
Or somebody needs to know that. It's not voodoo, it's Christ consciousness. Some of you all have attained Christ consciousness. And you're being reminded, okay, of this through some sort of memories of past experiences. Or this happened to show you that you have attained Christ consciousness. Because
Let me show you something, Rachel. Let me show you something. This the Adam God theory. And this is the God of Bringham Young. You know what I'm saying? If you look up the Adam God theory, you'll see what I just did 4 hours ago. And, you know, that don't make no sense, how they lie on my views. Talking about it ain't had no views. And it's been on the air for 4 hours, but it ain't got no views. Somebody lying. You know what I'm saying? Somebody lying.
Does it matter for what God a prophet claims to speak? The Bible says it does.
If there arise among you a prophet or a dreamer of dreams, and giveth thee a sign or a wonder, and the sign or the wonder come to pass, whereof he spake unto thee, saying, Let us go after other gods which thou hast not known, and let us serve them. Thou shalt not hearken unto the words of that prophet or that dreamer of dreams. For the Lord your God proveth you to know whether ye love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul.
The LDS Church would seem to agree that knowing the true God is a matter of eternal life.
When Jesus walked the earth, he said, This is life eternal, that they might know thee, the only true God, and Jesus Christ whom thou hast sent.
The problem is that the God of the Mormon Church today is not only not the God of the Bible, but it is not even the same God taught by Brigham Young. In Spring Conference of 1852, Brigham Young declared,
Now hear it, O inhabitants of the earth, Jew and Gentile, saint and sinner. When our father Adam came into the Garden of Eden, he came into it with a celestial body, and brought Eve, one of his wives, with him. He helped to make and organize this world. He is Michael, the archangel, the Ancient of Days, about whom holy men have written and spoken. He is our Father and our God, the only God with whom we have to do. Every man upon the earth, professing Christians or non-professing, must hear it, and will know it sooner or later. When the Virgin Mary conceived the child Jesus, the Father had begotten him in his own likeness. He was not begotten by the Holy Ghost. And who is the Father? He is the first of the human family. Now let all who may hear these doctrines pause before they make light of them, or treat them with indifference, for they will prove their salvation or damnation.
Despite Brigham Young saying it was a matter of salvation or damnation, the LDS Church today is very clear that Adam is not our God.
Another matter. We hope that you who teach in the various organizations, whether in the campuses or in our chapels, will always teach the orthodox truth. We warn you against the dissemination of doctrines which are not according to the scriptures, and which are alleged to have been taught by some of the general authorities of a past generation, such for instance as the Adam God theory. We denounce that theory and hope that everyone will be cautioned against this and other kinds of false doctrine.
Then was Adam our God, or did God become Adam? Ridiculous! Adam was neither God nor the only begotten Son of God. He was a child of God in the Spirit.
Now, why would they sit up there and lie like that? You know what I'm saying? This Adam, you know what I'm saying? This Adam, the first one. Why would the Bible say Adam is the first one, and this man here sit up here and just lie through his teeth? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Why would, you know, this is something old. This look like it's in the 70s or, you know, 60s, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, Brigham Young taught that in the 50s, you know what I'm saying? But then, you know, I don't see why they hated me so much, this Adam. I don't know why. In Romans 5 is just ridiculous. Like Adam was the only one that, like Adam was the sinner eating the fruit. And that wasn't even Adam's fault, man. You know what I'm saying? that fruit, you know what I'm saying, was Satan's fault. Satan, you know, it remind me of, you know, God forgive me, and y'all forgive me too. But y'all know how, you know, gay people do gossip. You know what I'm saying? And y'all know that. I ain't talking about him in a bad way, but I'm saying, you know, that's the way I feel about the devil. You know, he was somebody that liked to gossip. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, he walked up on Eve and said, did God tell you? Knowing that God told her not to do it. You know what I'm saying? And then he gonna run up on her talking about, did God tell you not to eat the trees of the garden? And she said, well, God did tell us we could eat the trees of the garden. But the tree in the midst of the garden, you know, we shall not eat or touch it. And then he gonna tell her, you know, well, God know that the day you eat of it, your eyes gonna be open. And you gonna be as gods. And that's what he wanted, for them to be as gods. Because if he could talk to a nonchalant like he did then, once they become God, he could talk to them and teach them anything that he want to. You know what I'm saying?
Spirit, as all of the rest of us are.
So how do we reconcile what Brigham said with what the modern Mormon Church is saying? LDS general authorities have repeatedly claimed that Brigham Young was misquoted. Joseph Fielding Smith claimed, in all probability, the sermon was erroneously transcribed. He went on to say,
if the enemies of the church who quote this wish to be honest, they could not help seeing that President Brigham Young definitely declares that Adam is Michael, the archangel, the Ancient of Days, which indicates definitely that Adam is not Elohim or the God whom we worship, who is the Father of Jesus Christ.
Apostle Mark E. Peterson created elaborate historical claims to argue for misquotation. As impressive as such claims may have seemed to some, they simply do not hold up to scrutiny. Hosea Stout also understood Brigham Young to teach that Adam was our God. He recorded in his journal,
Friday 9th, April 1852. Another meeting this evening. President Brigham Young taught that Adam was the father of Jesus and the only God to us, that he came to this world in a resurrected body.
Future prophet Wilford Woodruff understood Young to be teaching the same things. He recorded the remarks of Brigham Young in his journal.
When our Father came into the garden, he came with his celestial body and brought one of his wives with him and ate of the fruit of the garden until he could beget the tabernacle. And Adam is Michael, or God, and all the God that we have anything to do with. They ate of this fruit and formed the first tabernacle that was formed. And when the Virgin Mary was begotten with child, it was by the Father, and in no other way, only as we were begotten. I tell you the truth.
Now, I would say that she was pregnant by a Adam, but Joseph was that Adam she was pregnant by. Joseph was the Adam she was pregnant by. When the Bible talk about, Adam and Eve, Mary and Joseph, it really, contradicts itself. You know what I'm saying? Because Joseph had sex with Mary. But the reason Joseph was going to put her away privately wasn't because she cheated and stuff and got pregnant by somebody else or the Holy Ghost. It was simply because he knew and his family knew that they wasn't married by paperwork. And yeah, in the book of Enoch, if you'd have read the book of Enoch, it'd have told you. You know what I'm saying? The book of Enoch told you that paperwork, signatures, titles, deeds was the problem. You know what I'm saying? But these dudes just be lying on, Adam You know what I'm saying? It's just like nobody wanted Adam to get what he got, but these motherfuckers knew who I was back then.
As it is in God, the world doesn't know that Jesus Christ, our elder brother, was begotten by our Father in heaven. Handle it as you please. It will either seal the damnation or salvation of man.
The claim to misquotation also falls apart when we recognize that Brigham Young continued to teach that Adam is our God for over 2 decades. The doctrine was well known and led to dissension from Apostle Orson Pratt. Over 2 years after the initial teaching, Wilford Woodruff recorded in his journal,
Brother Pratt also thought that Adam was made of the dust of the earth, could not believe that Adam was our God or the Father of Jesus Christ. President Young said that he was, and that he came from another world and made this, brought Eve with him, partook of the fruits of the earth, begat children, and they were earthly, and had mortal bodies, and if we were faithful, we should become gods as he was. He told Brother Pratt to lay aside his philosophical reasoning and get revelation from God to govern him and enlighten his mind more.
Brigham did not claim to be teaching a theory, but a revelation of God. Orson Pratt himself wrote,
I've heard Brother Brigham say that Adam is the father of our spirits, and he came here with his resurrected body to fall for his own children. And I said to him, that leads to an endless number of falls, which leads to sorrow and death. That is revolting to my feelings, even if we're not sustained by revelation.
Brigham Young taught the doctrine again at General Conference in 1854.
I reckon that Father Adam was a resurrected being with his wives and posterity, and in the celestial kingdom they were crowned with glory, immortality, and eternal lives, with thrones, principalities, and powers. And it was said to him, it is your right to organize the elements, and to your creations and posterity there shall be no end. But you shall add kingdom to kingdom and throne to throne, and still behold that vast eternity of unorganized matter. Adam then was a resurrected being, and I reckon our spirits and the spirits of all the human family were begotten by Adam and born of Eve. How are we going to know this? I reckon it. And I reckon that Adam came into the Garden of Eden and did actually eat of the fruit that he himself planted. And I reckon there was a previous understanding, and the whole plan was previously calculated before the Garden of Eden was made. That he would reduce his posterity to sin, misery, darkness, wickedness, wretchedness, and to the power of the devil, that they might be prepared for an exaltation, for without this they could not receive one.
What Spencer Kimball called Brigham Young's alleged teaching was incorporated into the church's hymnal in 1856 in a hymn by Brigham's wife, Eliza Snow.
We believe in our God, the Prince of his race, the Archangel Michael, the Ancient of Days, our own Father Adam, Earth's Lord as is plain, who'll counsel and fight for his children again.
And I want to thank you, Elijah Snow, for that. That was Brigham Young's one of his wives. But then I want to thank you, Eliza Snow, for that. You know what I'm saying? I love that song. You know what I'm saying?
Orson Pratt was not the only Latter-day Saint opposed to Brigham's revelations.
Concerning the item of doctrine alluded to by Elder Kafal and others, viz., that Adam is our Father and God, I have to say, do not trouble yourselves. Either let the saints be troubled about this matter. If, as Elder Kafal remarked, there are those who are waiting at the door of the church for this objection to be removed, tell such the prophet and apostle Brigham has declared it, and that it is the word of the Lord.
Year after year, we find the doctrine being taught. Wilford Woodruff recorded in his journal in 1867.
At a meeting of School of the Prophets, President Young said Adam was Michael the archangel, and he was the father of Jesus Christ and was our God, and Joseph taught this principle.
In 1873, the Deseret News carried a new sermon with the same doctrine.
How much unbelief exists in the minds of the Latter-day Saints in regard to one particular doctrine which I revealed to them, and which God revealed to me, namely that Adam is our father and God. I do not know, I do not inquire, I care nothing about it. Our father Adam helped to make this earth. It was created expressly for him. And after it was made, he and his companions came here. He brought one of his wives with him, and she was called Eve, because she was the first woman upon the earth. Our father Adam is the man who stands at the gate and holds the keys of everlasting life and salvation to all his children, who have or whoever will come upon the earth. I have been found fault with by the ministers of religion because I have said that they were ignorant. But I could not find any man on the earth who could tell me this, although it is one of the simplest things in the world, until I met and talked with Joseph Smith.
As if all this were not enough, Brigham Young included the Adam God doctrine in the lecture before the veil. When the St. George Temple...
You know, I'm sorry to cut them off, but you know, when they teach that Adam, you know, brought his wives with him, I don't believe that. I believe the Bible is written just like I wrote it. You know what I'm saying? Me and Adam was asleep, and I thought up a woman and took one of his ribs and made a woman. You know what I'm saying? Mighty angel now. And the reason I say that, because all yesterday I told my daughter my rib was hurting. You know what I'm saying? Just above my rib was hurting. Today it's like, you know, I kind of mentioned it in a letter that it feels like, rotting away from the rib out, you know what I'm saying? Inside out, you know what I'm saying? From the rib out. Like when Jesus cursed the fig tree, it withered right there in their face. It wasn't the next day, you know what I'm saying? It was right there, right then. It withered in their face. You know what I'm saying? From the inside out. You know what I'm saying? And that's the way it is when a man loses a wife to adultery or something. Or a woman, you know, lose her husband. You know, I really don't know how it feels as a woman to lose a husband. I'm pretty sure it feels just like a man, because when he lose his rib, you know, that's some pain, you know what I'm saying? That's how come a lot of times marriages, even if they wrong for each other, cheating and stuff, they last a long time. They, you know, love is something don't nobody want to give up, because everybody know somebody, you know, like that woman told me the last time. Somebody's trash is somebody's treasure. You know, everybody's trash is somebody's treasure. You know what I'm saying? You know, and if somebody tell you that, I wouldn't mess with them, because they'll treat you like trash. They already see you as trash. If they telling you somebody else's trash is somebody else's treasure, they see you as somebody else's trash. Think about it. You know what I'm saying? But like I say, you know what I'm saying, it be feeling, I used to feel when a woman was cheating on me, because I'd feel my rib ache. Then I would ask God a stupid question, is she cheating? And he'll tell me, if you see 5